What's up guys? Welcome back to another short and quick tutorial on the Skooled zone. This one's going to focus on a ridiculously easy way to take out Swan at low levels. If you watched the video I put out earlier today called Fallout 4 Monster Matchup where I pit Swan versus the Deliverer, I mentioned that I was higher level with a super fast gun. If you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out, it's pretty cool. However, if you're lower level or you're gearing up for another Fallout 4 playthrough, this little tips and tricks video will show you how to take him out with nothing more than some strategy and a rifle with a little range on it. Now if you don't know who Swan is or you haven't encountered him yet, he's a unique super mutant behemoth that lives in Swan's Pond near the Boston Common, right near the start of the Freedom Trail. If you don't know where that is, check out episode 8 of my trivia walkthrough series. Anyway, he's a beast. He swings a huge ship anchor around like a hammer and carries a sort of rowboat as a shield on his left arm. He usually basks in the water of the pond and remains docile unless you provoke him, at which point he'll emerge from the pond and mangle you. I remember picking a fight with him early in the game and just getting crushed. Okay, you guys ready? Here's what you're going to want to do. You're going to turn around from Swan's Pond in the Boston Common area and head down the street. Past this pile of tires and around the corner next to the bus in the graveyard until you see the entrance to the parking garage. Take a right and head up the ramp. There may be a few raiders in here. As you can see, I took a couple out beforehand. They'll be scaled to your level though, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Then you're going to want to take the stairs all the way to the top level. From there, run across the roof to the little set of stairs on the opposite side. You'll want to carefully hop on the railing and then onto this ledge. Turn around and leap across to the opposite ledge. From here, you'll be on a little balcony that overlooks Boston Common. But best of all, it has a clear shot to Swan and lots of cover. When you're ready, a few pinpoint shots with your sniper rifle or any rifle that has decent range will trigger Swan to emerge from the lake. As he gets closer, you can choose to switch weapons if you want, or even start hurling grenades or Molotovs. I happen to stick with my sniper rifle for this video since I got my hands on the Overseer's Guardian. That's also why I was able to take him out in only a few shots instead of a few dozen, but the theory is still the same. By the way, the Overseer's Guardian is another gun you can get at a fairly low level in the game. I made a whole video about that, which I'll leave in the description or the iCard above. Anyway, after enough shots, Swan goes down. All the while you're protected by the lip of the wall with full advantage of higher ground like a true sniper's nest. So there you go. That's the simplest and easiest way to take out Swan at low levels. And he's got some pretty decent goodies on him too, including a unique legendary power fist if you're going the melee route. You get your hands on that bad boy early enough and you'll be 1/6 scrapper from a very early level. Now, if you want to stick around, I'll show you some of the things you can find on him and in his shack in the back. Some interesting backstory on Swan and how he came to be. Otherwise, that's about the end of this video. Hope this helped make your life in the Commonwealth that much easier. Be sure to throw a like on the video and share it around, and hit that subscribe button for more daily gaming tips, tricks, and trivia walkthroughs.
Payday.
Okay, now if you want to stick around to see what's in his shack, then you want to put on either a hazmat suit or pop some Rad-X because it's surrounded by barrels of nuclear waste. Just for the sake of this video, I popped some Rad-X and a baked bloatfly, but you'll see I'll still be sucking down rads, but it's just to show you some of the notes and things you can find around his shack, you know, just for backstory. You are Swan. Yes, you were. Okay, some of these experiment notes. I'll let you guys pause the video and read these if you want. I guess they experimented on this guy with the FEV virus and he mutated from Edgar Swan into just Swan. So there you go, a little backstory on that boss. Not much else in his shack. However, if you have enough chems to handle the rads, there's a Rᴇғᴇʀᴇ comic over there in that gazebo, which will complement the Furious Power Fist nicely for melee builds. Okay, hope you guys had fun and learned a thing or two. Thanks again for watching. Peace out.